Oh, yeah. Did you watch him? He's a gunner. He's a gunner.
Yeah, the main on the floor. I just want to give a couple of faces.
He played
Just
2 years ago as an age grade.
Hands down and fully
He's only like 12. He's a gunner.
Keep going.
He's an NRL player. Like, he's an NRL.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the halftime break here on the main game as our commentary team are having a lemonade and a little cucumber sandwich. Just a big shout out to our major sponsors, SAS Sporting Apparel. If you're looking to get some rugby league gear, get to their site at sas.co.nz and they'll certainly be able to fit you out. So a big shout out to Connolly and his team. Also, Safety First Removals, our interview sponsors for anything to do along hazardous materials that need to be taken out of a deconstruction zone. You see the full site of services that they provide at safetyfirstremovals.co.nz, and of course Stephen, the official ball for the Auckland Rugby League. Welcoming back into the commentary box both Corey and TJ. And boys, how do you see the first half?
Yeah, look, a bit of a funny one. We sort of remarked on it at half-time that it felt like there wasn't a lot of rhythm to it. Certainly for Otahu, had a little bit of ball down the good end of the park, but weren't able to take advantage of it. But TJ, I guess, despite the fact that this probably isn't the best we've seen Glenora play, they've taken advantage of the limited opportunities they've had so far.
Yeah, they have. They've built their defence off the back of a good kick chase, and the kicking games are probably a little bit better coming from the Glenora Bears at the moment, and they're finding a bit more open space and getting more bodies down there on the kick chase as well. So, but again, I don't think both teams have had many opportunities attacking the try line. I think Glenora had it on early. However, most of the game's been played in between the 30-metre lines at the moment, so that's probably a telling factor of the game.
And a little bit of news from the Crown Lift Trucks Fox Championship qualifiers, and between TJ and I, we've done our best to rustle up some results. So I can tell you that in the Hibiscus Coast v Papatoetoe game, it is 52-0 at half-time, and Corey Craig already has 5 tries and 2 assists to his name. That man is going to break some kind of record at this point. And TJ, hopefully you can come to us with a couple of closer games.
Yes, I do have a couple of results here in the Crown Lift Trucks Fox Championship. So Manareo are currently leading their contest against Pakuranga Jaguars, 16 points to 12. Manukau Magpies currently leading at half-time against the Waitemata Seagulls as well, 24 points to 8. And then you've got a couple, I think I've got one result here in the Fox Premiership, and that's the big one, Mount Albert Lions playing Papakura Seagulls. They're currently leading 40 points to 8, so they're looking at running away with the game out there at Felds Park or Prince Edward Park.
Corey Craig also got 5 tries last week, which means he has 10 tries in his last 2 hours of football. Anything in your career that could match that, Mr. Ashford?
Nah, mate, I've bagged the hat-trick once. As Troy Hardy tried to jump on the mic, I don't think he got a Fedona ever in his career, but...
Oh, he'll tell you differently. Yeah. Incredibly, no computers back then, so no evidence of it, but we'll take your word for it.
Nah, look, he's actually got a strong halves pairing in Nathan Ash out there as well, and Nathan Ash has spent some time over in the UK playing for a couple of the feeder teams over there, and man, they're a strong side. And again, after playing against or coaching against them last year, they just do the basics really, really well. And if you can do that, it gives yourself your team a bit more opportunity to score some points. And then again, you've got Wax Jeremiah Pye coming off the bench as well, and he's an experienced player playing an NRL level and also playing at the highest level here in Auckland, New Zealand as well, in the Fox Memorial Premiership. So they'll be a team to look out for. I think them and Manukau will be teams trying to push that bottom 4 from the Fox Premiership come end of the year.
Might hear in the background Troy Hardy telling us about his 5 tries he scored on his way to save a puppy.
He converted all 5 to Corey, apparently.
There you go. Carried an old lady's groceries home that day as well. Yes.
Now he's claiming 4 out of the 5 were from halfway as well. So Troy Hardy, I think he's still got it. Tell you what, for everyone listening, if you haven't met Troy Hardy, he has got yarns for days, this guy. So you'll never go bored hanging out with Troy Hardy. He's got conversations coming out of his ears.
You may still get bored, though. I dispute that fact, TJ, just quietly, but hey. All right, back to the action now, thankfully. Otahu back onto the field, and we've got 40 minutes of SAS Fox Memorial Premiership Qualifiers action to come. It's West Auckland Brick and Block Glenora Bears in control right now, 10 points to 0. Let's see what the second half has in store for us here at Harold Moody Reserve. Connor, Toto, or Purcell off the back fence to get things going. It's Paulo as well. Both those starting bookends for the Leopards played the full first stint. Jamal Hunt as well. And they are the first 3 to carry in this second spell. Welsh to Tauti. Ko to Paulo. Jake has taken the ground just inside opposition territory. Last coming up now for the Leopards. Ko swings it and plays in Welsh, who dinks a little kick over the top. This looks like it'll be on the full. No, takes a kind bounce. Dean Cocker-Smith was signalling for something. I'm not sure what the appeal was there.
Yeah, I think he's saying the ball touched the line there on that kick, but I think the on-field officials got that one right.
He's having a laugh about it now. I think he's showing his cards there, Dean. Decent first set there from the Leopards, you'd have to say, TJ, after, well, they were looking pretty good, but just that disaster at the end there, they leak off the broken play, but a nice settled start to the second spell. Yeah,
that's Coach Tusa Lafaeli will definitely be looking for that set after a half-time break. And again, you know, they completed well. They've returned the ball over inside Glenora's 20, but again, they just need to defend up here and then hopefully get the ball in some good field position because they haven't had many opportunities attacking the try line yet.
It's Chaz Brown. Shakes out a 1. Still going as Chaz. Former Mount Albert Lions man. Chaz and the marker exchanging words. Oh, and, well, this is kicking off now. Toto Purcell and Chaz Brown. Well, Chaz has taken a swing there. It was more of a slap swing, but we'll wait to see what our man in the middle has to say. All right, well, no talking to, really. Which surprises me a little. Not sure what that was all about. Manukia. Pops a nice offload. Cocker-Smith on the back end of it, then weaving his way. Look out, Dean Cocker-Smith. He's got Bernard looming through the middle. Toti makes a crucial intervention. Numbers on their side now, Glenora. It goes to Ioka. Ioka shaping at the line to Kingy. Kingy dribbles in behind. Chance on here, but Worthington back to clean the ball up. Surrenders initially and then gets dumped back. And they'll get a penalty here as well. Kingy fighting his cause, but Dean Cocker-Smith really starting to come into his own now, TJ.
Yeah, no, I mentioned that earlier in the first half as well. You just heard a couple of the experienced halves talking to Dean about, you know, pushing support around the middle of the ruck, and you know, that's what good fullbacks do. You know, they support ball carriers, and they're there for any half opportunity. And he's got some wheels on him too, Dean. So look for him to be pushing and support a bit more often in the second half.
Ko to Wesley Toti, who was the man that probably saved a try on that set for Otahu with that nice legs tackle on Chase Bernard. Tiko then goes to Paulo. Toto Purcell, the ball was flat. No, it wasn't, it was forward. So handover ball there. Just a concentration lapse, really. Kingy. Yorker to Reilly Buchanan. Nice line run there by Daniel. Quick play the ball as well. Goes Tippins to Bernard. Bernard will run and is taken down by Vaifesi with help from Tico. Glenora looking the goods right now, looking to add to this 10-point lead. 5 gone in the second spell. Manukia taken low by Tico, up top by Vaifesi. Tippins. Kingy. Reilly Buchanan now popping up on the other side. The pass was a little bit sus. Cleaned up though by Mosiasera. Good legs tackle there. Tippins rushing a dummy half, goes to Yoko, dribbles the kick in, but it's claimed by Mikaeli. Good take there by Emiliano Mikaeli. And the Leopards survive to fight another day. Glenora line speed though is swallowing them up right now. The outside backs coming in looking for work. Tico.
Yeah, some poor body language here by the Otahu middle forwards as well. They need a few big bodies behind there to get some tough carries and get a bit of yardage, but they've played some big minutes so far too, Corey, so maybe look to inject someone off the bench to add a little bit more impact there for the Otahu side.
Ball gets chipped over the top. Oh, it's a disaster. Out on the full. The one thing to note about the bench is that it's pretty inexperienced, so Tusa Lafaili, I guess, trying to get every little bit he can out of the experience on the park. But you would have to think he's probably not going to sub all 3 of those key middle forwards off at once. So someone out there's going to end up playing the 80 or close to it, I would think. Tippins to Bernard. Bernard goes to the line, threatened the pass.
I think Chase has pretty much played the whole game too, so he's been outstanding for a middle forward in today's contest.
Cocker Smith holding it up now. Lua Falialo getting low. Brilliant tackle though. Sean Motumoave coming up with the goods that time. Utah Yoka to Fiamani. Fiamani charging towards the line and driving those legs. Paulo and Hunt in the tackle. Tippins jumps out, goes to Bernard. Bernard pops the offload to Manukia. Stoic goal line defence from Otahuhu. They get there in numbers and prevent the try-scoring opportunity. Goes Tippins. Kick goes dribbled in behind and Worthington gets pressured. Now what will the call be here? It's going to be a dropout. And a rule that Worthington's played at it.
Again, Corey, just the kicking game from both sides at the moment. Glenora getting the upper hand, and you saw the set before this, Otahu kicking the ball out on a full. So the inability to put the ball down into the corner could cost Otahu here if they're not prepared to defend their try line.
Must be so frustrating as a coach. You look at the work of Otahu defensively, and they're pretty committed, but then just committing these silly mistakes on the ball, which has put them under all sorts. And as it turns out now, they're going to have to try and defend back-to-back sets.
Nice drop out there.
Bouncing over the top of Pio Manukia, he says, hang on, it's not my job to catch the thing. And brings it back, ends up just about where the ball bounced anyway. Faimani. Madison Tico keeping nice and busy defensively. Manukia. Tippins to Swape, who's back on the field. Somioka, Brown, Mikaeli again. Superb off the ball today. Ioka drives a kick across, but it's way too deep. Floats safely over the sideline, but Emiliano Mikaeli again. He was up quick onto Chaz Brown, Otahu Jr. He was a New Zealand residence rep back in 2020. Previously spent a bit of time with the Rabbitohs under-20s, but he's had a fair bit of traffic sent his way today and done a really good job so far.
Yeah, he's actually learnt from the first half as well, Corey. We mentioned that Chaz Brown likes doing the in and away there, and he's obviously read the play before it's happened there, and he's come away with a nice legs tackle. And well done to Mikaeli, because he's been defending very, very well today.
Tico. Desperately need to complete a set and find a bit of a kicking game here at Otahu. As we see a really good carry from Wes Toti through the middle, then finds an offload, looming at support is, I should say, Soakai Tofa, sorry. Getting the words all muddled there, and will earn the penalty as well. Peels of 10 in the bin coming from the half. Braden Welsh, that was nice there from Wes Toti through the middle of the park. Madison Tico will tap and go. Jacob Paulo. Hunt.
So that was that play where you'd probably look at a tip on there too, Corey. You had Connor Purcell isolating one defender there as we look at a nice long pass there.
Sean Motumuave over in the far left-hand corner. Leopards on the board. TJ on the highlight reel. How good?
Mate, I think that might be 3 weeks in a row as we look at the Sastons and replay there. A nice, again, good dummy half pass here by Madison Tico, and finding his ball playing half there. I don't know who it is. The number 6 there for Otahu, Philly Mel. A nice long ball there as well, finding his winger. He's playing out of position at the moment as well. And for him to execute there, nice little dive into the corner. Very good try by Otahu.
Yeah, good stuff there from Sean Motumuave. And we've got a player down in back play, which has caused time off here. Simon Luafalialo, I think. And yeah, you can see there, Simon's on the left-hand side of the screen, catching straight at the hammy. Look at this for a finish. Pumped about it as well. So Luafalialo is clutching at the knee and hamstring area, so we'll wait to see what the deal is there. In the meantime, the conversion, I think, will be able to be safely taken. But never good to see a player down clutching at that particular area. So Mossy Aseta is the obvious one that could potentially jump back out to the wing if he's not able to recover. From the sideline, it's away. West Auckland, Brick and Block Glenora Bears 10, A and G Construction, Otahu Leopards 4, 51 and a half gone here at Harold Moody Reserve. And the Leopards now just give themselves a bit of a sniff back into this contest. It's now a one-score game.
Yeah, and we probably didn't mention it as well. The carry before that try was scored by Jamal Hunt. Corey, he's someone that can get a good, quick play the ball and stuff, and then he probably played or took their shot off the back of one of those quick play the balls from Jamal. So outstanding effort by him. And again, you know, just having those support runners around the middle of the ruck and isolating those defenders to make sure that they can get those quick play the balls. I think that's what Otahu need to do more of in the second half.
Bolo. To Hunt. Paulo again with another carry, gets rid of Kingy. Charges towards halfway. work from Jamal Hunt and Jake Paulo so far in this set, both with multiple carries to their name. Swing it out to the left now, and we'll look to the sky. Pressure on here for Coca Smith, screaming through his... Oh, dear. Oh, that's a bad one. Dear, oh, dear. This may well end in a sim binning. That was not good. Got it all wrong there, Emiliano Mikaeli. Thankfully, Coca Smith is back up. We'll get a second look at it here. But you just can't be doing this. Yeah, crazy stuff there from Mikaeli. And certainly worth the sim binning at the least, I would say.
Yeah, that was pretty dangerous here. You saw there before the catch was actually made. He's taken his eyes off the ball, and he's clearly seen the player there, and he had plenty of time to pull out. So
10 in the bin.
He's been sent for the 10 minutes in the bin here.
Yeah, no, you're right, TJ. There was no real way to explain that one. He had eyes on the player and could see he was in the air.
It was a bit of a bummer because that's the attacking set after scoring points there by Otahu, and then again they've turned it over in a good position there, only to give away a silly penalty. So they need to band together here, and we mentioned that those middle forwards still haven't been interchanged, Corey, and now they're down to 12 men. It's going to put a lot more pressure on them to get those minutes up here in this game.
So Kavaliku, chance for Glenora to really stick the knife in here and extend this lead. Look at this front foot ball as well. Manukia. Tippins to Whangapo, the former Mangani East man. Root Rooster on the line, remember, right now it's staying in Glenora. Tippins to Ioka. Fiamani. Brown puts the fend on, still charging as Brown, bundled into touch. Very good defense once again. It's Sean Motumave, I think, that's come up with a big play that time. That's down the edge that Mikaeli's missing from as well. So the Leopards hold on and will now just try and milk every second they can out of this scrum and ensuing set.
Yeah, they definitely got to be smart time management-wise, Otahu, but I feel Glenora were just a little bit guilty there of rushing to try and attack that empty space vacated by the Sinbin player. And again, they probably just got to push more bodies through the middle third, and eventually that space will, create itself, and then they have to take the right opportunity at the time. But they just can't. Glenora can't seem to rush the points here. Still stick to their strengths and play through the middle and hopefully open up that space a bit more.
Go. Toti driven backwards. Phil Kingy and Zach Tippins. Just flying out of the line right now, the Bears. Tako. To Toto Purcell. Hunt. Good carry from Jamal Hunt. And a penalty. Exactly what they wanted, the Leopards.
Yeah, good call there by referee Joseph Green. His hands all over that ball. So well done by the referee. And again, Otahu just need to slow this ball down for as long as they can while they're down to 12 men and try and control the speed of the ruck here.
Time off while Jamal Hunt, I think it is, being looked at.
Have one big update there. Corey, Mount Albert have extended their lead against Papakura Seagulls, 60 points to 18. So they've got the win there against Papakura. And again, I mentioned off mic before, Pakuranga have brought that deficit back, and they're currently equal 16 all against the Manurua Marlins there at Tarako Park.
So a close one in the Crown Lift Trucks Fox Championship qualifiers. Kick out towards the sideline, and the message you would think going out for the Leopards: don't worry about scoring, don't worry about anything, just complete this set. Try and force a repeat or bury that kick over the sideline, chew off another 30 seconds or minute for the scrum. Try and get out of this period with a man down, unscathed, at least on the scoreboard. Tako. Burrowing out, taking the ground there by Whangupo. They're only 10 out from the line here, Otahu. Oh dear. Little fumble in the play of the ball. That was not the go there.
Yeah, that was a big chance gone big in there by Otahu, and I was just about to say as well, what I'd like to see is the injection of Phoenix Hunt back on the field as well, with the likes of Madison Tako still to remain on the field, and hopefully speed up that middle third of the field and hopefully generate a bit of ruck speed.
Samson pops the offload. Tippin's on his shoulder, who then pops another offload. They're playing hot potato here. Glenora as Chaz Brown breaks down the right-hand edge. Brown ragdolled, but remains in the field of play. Jamal Hunt comes in to slow the play of the ball down. The Bears looking to play expansive. Otahu looking to hold on. 58.5 gone here. Round 8 of the SAS Fox Memorial Premiership qualifiers. Bears looking to remain unbeaten at the top of the ladder. Otahu looking to hold on now. We've got an offload which has gone well and truly wayward. It's cleaned up now by Welsh. And just like that, the Leopards are back on the football again. Glenora just forcing the issue.
Again, that was a pass that probably didn't need to be thrown by Swape there. In very good field position to try and get a repeat set of 6 on the kick, so put a little bit of pressure on his side now as Otahu hot on attack.
So Nu'u Songyom is onto the field. Short ball to Wes Toti. Last coming up now for the Leopards. Tako swings it to his number 6, who dribbles a kick in behind. Lua Falialo picks it up on the run, bumps off the first one. Lua Falialo coming back through the middle. Boy. Ioka. Quick hands again. Chaz Brown streaming away down the right-hand side. Full back to beat. Pops the ball back on the inside. Cocker Smith is there to retrieve. Cocker Smith gets rid of 1, gets rid of 2. Pops another one back in, but it's out of the field of play. It was exciting stuff, but in the end it all comes undone on the very last pass. Nice stuff though by Chaz Brown, who has got into space a couple of times down that side where Mikaeli is missing, but not to be that time. Another opportunity goes wasted.
Yeah, it was a bit of an experience from the Otahu half there, trying to keep the ball in play where he needed to probably find touch there on his kick. And I just want to highlight, you probably didn't see it off camera there, but the try-saving tackle come from Nicholas Worthington, that come from the other side of the field and saved it. So that's, when you're looking at your video review sessions and things like that, that's an effort area for someone putting himself in a position to save his team some points. So that's massive play by Nicholas.
There you go, Coach Lafaeli. TJ saved your job. We'll be sending the invoice early next week. Back into it now. Glenora up quick. Tako to Soakai Tolfa. Pretty good at the back today, hasn't he? He's worked nice and hard and has had a couple of opportunities to inject himself in attack. Toti. Right now it's no fun for Otahu. Every carry is a hard carry. Paulo. Set upon by 3. Koro Purcell takes it back towards Bernard. Last coming up, and they're going to kick from deep inside their own territory. This needs to be a good one. Certainly got the length on it. Straight down to Corker Smith, who's positioned well. Brings it back now. Thought about linking with his winger, instead has taken the ground 40 off his own line. About 2 more minutes, I think, with the numerical advantage here on the field for Glenora, as we await the return of Mikaeli.
Yeah, a few tired forwards on there from both sides at the moment, and Otahu, big defensive set here as Glenora hot on attack inside their own half.
Brown becomes the makeshift dummy half. Swings play back towards the middle. Here's Suape Kavaliku. Hitting and spinning. And a second effort. Time off. Perhaps lucky to avoid a penalty there. Yoka to Brown. Brown holding up. Chaz Brown! Sold them on the show and go. Breaks down the right-hand side, and the Bears extend the lead. It's 14-4, kick to come.
As we look at the SAS instant replay there, bit misfortunate there. The Otahu number 12 down injured, and they've already a man down in the defensive line, so it just proved too difficult there for Otahu to hold them out. And again, Chaz Brown, he's been hot on attack out there on that right edge, Corey, and he managed to get away with the 4 points there, so well done, Chaz.
So a setter. Kick is well and truly wide. West Auckland at Brick and Block. Glenora Bears 14. A&G Construction. Otahu Leopards 4. 64.5 gone here in round 8 of the SAS Fox Memorial Premiership qualifiers. It is Glenora well and truly in control. There it is, the Root Rooster, our famed Challenge Trophy, which right now is staying put for another week. The Leopards might have something else to say about that in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's actually good to hear off camera as well. You can hear the Glenora boys, Corey, as they're walking backwards from their huddle. They're all saying that this ain't no regular game for us, boys. The Roop's on the line. So they obviously consider that bit of silverware important for their club. So it's good to see them recognise how important the Root Rooster is.
Bernard now on the charge. I'm not biased at all, but I also think it might be the best looking trophy in New Zealand sport. It is a beauty indeed. Originally designed and named the way it was to give the winners something to crow about, which is why it's called the Root Rooster. Tippins jumps out. Tippins is going to burn them through the middle of the park. Pops an offload. Cleaned up by the Leopards though. Tolfa. To go. Still no Phoenix Hunt in the second half. Otahu now back to their full complement. 13 on 13. Oh, it's messy. They somehow get a kick away. And then Ioka It's gone back. Well, there's a comedy of errors there, both from the kick and the catch, but is all good from the Glenora point of view. Mosia Serra now comes in field. Tippins brings in Lua Falialo, who's shaken off that earlier knock to the knee. Kavaliku. Some big gaps in this Otahu defensive line here, and a penalty off the back of this as well.
Yeah, Phoenix Hunt's off the bench here, Corey, so look for him to be injected very shortly. But again, you know, Jacob Bolo, outstanding effort for him today. He's played some big minutes, and he's still out there on the field as well. And like I see him struggling out there, but he's still showing up for his boys. So well done to Jake. Hopefully the rest of the Otahu middle forwards, those bench boys that have now come on, lift up with him and try and support him a little bit.
Big set here. I feel like Glenora can maybe put the game away with a try here. Sampson, bit of footwork at the line from Koma. Former junior warrior, spent some time in France as well over at Carcassonne. Kavaliku. Ball's come out. What's the call? Knock on is the call from referee Green, who was right on the spot. And a big thank you to the Auckland Rugby League Referees Association for providing match officials for all of our matches. If you're interested in getting involved, they're always looking for new people to get on board. Details on our website as well as the Auckland Rugby League Referees. Search them up on Facebook, Auckland Refs. Looking around the grounds, and it's getting a bit ugly at Prince Edward Park, 78-22 to the Mount Albert Lions there. And down in the Crown Lift Trucks Fox Championship qualifiers, Manukau well and truly run away with it, 52-14. But we've got a thriller on at Te Rakau Park, 22-all between the Marlins and the Jaguars, and they're going toe-to-toe right now. So Mikaeli back on the field after his stint in the naughty chair.
Yeah, Phoenix Hunt's on now, Corey, so look for his injection. I'm not sure. Madison's still on the field at the moment as well, so I'm not sure what sort of position will change. Looks like Madison might be playing lock at the moment with Phoenix taking up the dummy half role.
Tofa with a good carry. Hunt jumps out. Phoenix Hunt with a great carry through the middle. There you go, instant impact. TJ touched on it and delivers straight away. Slow play the ball. Otahu appealing for a penalty. Welsh jumps out and will kick for himself. Cooker Smith watching, makes a play at it, and then goes across field. Nick Worthington. Oh dear. Got him high.
Yeah, unlucky boy for Nicholas Worthington. He's actually played quite well today too. Corey played well above his weight. Doesn't look too much body-wise, but he throws himself into the defensive line, and unfortunately there he gave away a penalty, but again he's put in a lot of effort to get to that kick chase, so well done.
He's got quite a few Player of the Day points throughout the year, Nick Worthington, and you can see why. He's all effort. 10 to play, 10 the gap. It's not out of question yet for Otahu. Kingy. Oh, monster hit! Still going, Chaz Brown. There's an Otahu play down and back play. Brown now on the break, looking for Lua Falialo. Chaz has taken the ground. Yeah, we'll have time off here. We've got a Leopards player who's in all sorts in back play.
Some big contact as we're looking at the SAS instant replay there. And there might be a little bit of bit of blood coming there from the nose or the mouth area, so he might need a bit of an interchange there for number 19.
Yeah, Tana Leafy it is, who he actually dished the shot out, but copped plenty. Now let's just hope he's okay. He's still down on back play off screen, so. Meantime, the Glenora team in a huddle, talking tactics. Tana Leafy, well, thankfully back up to his feet. So back into the line, and we prepare to get back into the final 10 minutes here at Harold Moody Reserve. Remember, Root Rooster on the line, Glenora's unbeaten record on the line. And for Otahu, well, a loss probably drops them back out of that top 5, which of course is the playoff cutoff. Remember, points carry over from the qualifiers to the competition proper for this particular section. Here's Kavaliku. Kingy, Cooker Smith, a setter. Good defence from Otahu, bundled into touch. And they'll want to get packed and get going nice and quick here, the Leopards.
No, that's not how it works. You don't go there by yourself.
Again, I think Glenora Bears just guilty of playing too sideways there instead of playing direct. And I just wanted to mention about Otahu. They've now brought Phoenix Hunt on the field. They probably got to send a message on through the trainers to Madison, to Co, and the likes of Sorkai Telfer as well, just to push up a little bit around the middle field, because when there's one marker or no markers, I know Phoenix and he's going to be running, so they need to be off his hip throughout all these attacking sets to try and score some points and get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you're right. They're going to have to try something different here, the Leopards. 4 points through the first 72 minutes. They need 10 in the final 8 to have any chance here. Remember, a draw will see Glenora retain the roop. Hunt will show and a little go. Streaming through now is Philly Ma. Full back to round. Cooker Smith goes low and gets a crucial ankle tap, and then Kasawapi comes in and finishes him off. Oh, that's just what you needed. Welsh kicks in behind. Chase on now for Worthington. Well, that was a bit of a nothing end to that play, really. I'm not sure that was the play really there. I think we got time off for the player down and back play. TJ, what did you make of the decision there to kick in behind?
Yeah, I'm not even sure of the tackle count there. I don't think it was the last, but he's probably just made an instinct play, and unfortunately wasn't the right one at the time. So we look at the SAS instant replay. Nice little break there by Philly Mau. And again, some good defensive reads there by Dean Coker-Smith, and he's managed to make this try-saving tackle. And I have to mention the big front rower, Sawape Kavaliku, to get back there and make that tackle there. That's another effort area off camera that you need to notice in your game review there, Glenora Bears coaching staff. So well done.
Tell you what, another 4 or 5 seconds, and I think Madison Tacoma might have got there for the support, but not to be. And it may well end up being the difference between 6 points and 0 points for the Otahu Leopards at a crucial point in the match. Credit to Dean Coker-Smith. A bit of a rough start to the game. Struggled with the opening kickoff, and then there was an error in there, but he's been excellent ever since. Key man and everything good they've done in attack, really. It's a good try right on half-time. Kavaliku. Sawape with the offload. Cooker Smith, put the mock on him. Puts the ball down there. In fairness, I don't know if he was expecting the offload. Sawape down and struggling.
Yeah, that's the play that Otahu need to give them a leg up here. And inside your own half, you're currently up by 10 points with 7 minutes to go. Again, probably not the play there, whether that decision's come down fatigue or not after his try-saving effort in the set before. But again, Otahu, they're the type of side, if they can get points here, I wouldn't put it past them to come back. I know they, was it last year or the year before with that Mount Albert game that Troy reckons was probably one of the best games he's seen for Fox Memorial, and Otahu come back and beat Mount Albert on the buzzer. So they're that type of side that can rustle up one of those come from behind wins, Corey.
Jacob Paulo, the 74th minute, and he's the first one putting his hand up to carry. He has been exceptional today. For me, the Leopards' best. Tako. In fact, it's Hunt to Walsh. Taufa. Where's the opportunity going to come from here for the Leopards? Toti goes to the line, plays late to Leafy, and Leafy will barge over under the posts. Well. 14-8, kick to come, and there's life in this Leopard yet.
Yeah, I think Tusa Lafaele's listening to me there. I mentioned about Otahu being guilty as well in the first half about trying to play around them, and this is kind of what I meant, Corey, about playing, 2 or 3 passes through the middle channel, and it was a nice little play there, isolating the single defender in Coma Sampson, and just unfortunately couldn't come away with the tackle there. And nice play there by Tana Lafay. He's been outstanding since he's come on as well. He's obviously inspired his team with a big tackle and a couple sets earlier and managed to get away with the 4 points there, so well done.
Kick is good. West Auckland brick and block, Glenora Bears 14, AGA Construction Otahu Leopards 10. It's all on the line as we enter the final 4 minutes, and remember, we're not the official match clock, so there may be more or less time depending on stoppages.
Yeah, look for Phoenix Hunt to run out of acting half there and just speed the ruck up. A big set here for Glenora, but even bigger for Otahu. If they don't score points, they've got to get a repeat set or force an error with a good kick chase. But again, I just got mentioned by one of my colleagues here. The message from the huddle is they're going up the middle, Otahu. So Glenora definitely need to stiffen up on that defensive line there.
So Mikaeli brings it back. Todor Purcell. I reckon he might be a bit fired up at this point. Oh, knock on. Dear, oh dear. Well, they need to get this scrum packed now, the Leopards, and come up with the goods defensively. We'll get a look here on the SAS instant replay. Oof. Well, we can't hold it against them. There was plenty of bodies in there. So scrum packs down. By our count, they could still get chance with another set here at Otahu, but they need to defend this one. A try here and it's all over. Mosiasera breaks through the first one. Foot races on. Mosiasera with the fullback to beat. It's Taufa. Try-saving tackle by Soakai Taufa.
Yeah, there's been a big head collision on that break there. Both Otahu players had a head clash there, Corey. And we still got some players down, so they need to stop the game.
And that's exactly what happens here. Now, who's down in back play? That looks like the 3.
Celessi Atata there.
Celessi Atata, he's been on the walls a little bit. And we've got... So a bit of concern being shown for Celessi Atata there from his opposite number as well, Mosiasera. Nice to see the sportsmanship there, but yeah, that was a huge hit, not something that you want to see. So a bit of a pause in the game now. As we wait for Ata to be tended to. Well, TJ, what a game it's ended up being. Look, a real arm wrestle through the opening exchanges at one stage there. Looked like Glenora were going to kick on with it, but to their credit, the Leopards have hung right in there.
Yeah, they have, Corey, and Glenora just probably haven't been able to get out of third gear at the moment and finish off Otahu, but it's a credit to the middle forwards for Otahu. They've played quite well today and played big minutes, all 3 of those middle forwards, and they've kept their side together. So But again, like they've still got time. I'm not sure if our game clock's the same as the actual one being held on the sideline there. But if they can defend, they might get a little bit of energy here, and hopefully, get one more attacking opportunity against Glenora, and we may end up getting a tie or finish off with a win with a conversion there from Otahu.
Commentators can only dare to dream about a field goal situation or a late winning try, whichever way it goes. Looks like the Glenora trainer is now actually coming over to help out with Slesi Atata as well. Updates from around the ground. Pakuranga have taken a 2-point lead. TJ, we've got a thriller on at Te Rakau Park.
Yeah, man, I called that in the break too. I said to you off camera, I think, wouldn't put past Pakuranga to actually beat the Manureo Marlins. Hopefully we recorded that because I can go back and say I told you so. But another big score there, and Hibiscus Coast extending their lead on the competition there with a big game over, a big win over Papatawi, 88 points to 6.
Okay, we're back to it now. Slesi Atata looks like he's going to remain on the field.
Yeah, his counterpart that he's collided heads with, the number 7's actually gone off as well with a head injury, Corey, so he's left the field as well.
So Braden Walsh off. Bernard steaming onto the ball as Firemoney. A try ends it here for the Bears. Loose ball over the top. It's cleaned up by Slesi Atata.
This is a set here, Corey. Look for some spark from the Otahu side.
They're without their halfback. The winger's gone to halfback. I think Nick Worthington's in the playmaking role. What have they got left? They've done so much defence, Otahu.
I think that that change could be quite positive for Otahu. Nick's been outstanding today in terms of his effort areas. There's a little breakdown here on the left-hand edge.
Total Purcell getting the offload away and then weaving through as Lorenzo Filimaue. Still 45 metres to travel. Mikaeli beats the first one. Mikaeli weaving his way through. A good carry from Mikaeli.
Last
All
play.
or nothing. Here we go. Worthington. Worthington's going to run. Oh, dear. Well, he saw a little half gap there, did Nick Worthington, but it doesn't come off. And
you can't fault him for that, Corey. He saw an opportunity, and again, it was a big effort by him. He's taken on a few of the big boys, and maybe even a little, a little bit of a grubber through behind the line there could have benefited, because I think he would have beaten those forwards to the ball.
So time off. By our count, less than a minute to play. Again, we are not the official match clock. So don't go posting your appeals to Pat Carthy if our clock reads differently. Glenora, well, it'll just be complete. Manukia. Even the ball boys are saying hold the ball. Siren sounds. Root Rooster remains here in Glen Eden. It is the West Auckland Brick and Block Glenora Bears who win this one. 14 points to 10 over a valiant Otahu Leopards sponsored by AGA Construction. Short break for us before we go down field side for the safety first removals post-match interviews.
How far across can he go, Grant? Tap the mic. Tap the mic. All good? How far across can he go? Halfway? Go over further, guys. Go over further. Okay. Let's do it. Maybe jump on the other side of these guys when you do
Connor Toto Purcell, captain of the Otahu Leopards, joining us now. Well, Connor, a heartbreaker there in the end, mate. Do you take anything out of the fact that you're stuck in there so well, particularly when you're down to 12 men?
Yeah, I think so. I think with any quality team which Glenora are, you take a lot when you can stick it with them. I think at times we were the better team. Obviously, it doesn't help having 12. Doesn't help your cause for any team. But yeah, there's a lot of positives to come for us, even though we didn't come away with the result.
Just a word on you middle forwards, yourself, Jacob Polo and Jamal Hunt in the middle of the park. Huge minutes from you guys. Is that something you're all sort of, I guess, taking a bit of pride in together?
Yeah, I think so. I think everyone talks about our middle. So I think our middle took it on ourselves this year, especially with Jamal coming back to the club to, give them something to talk about. Really, us, especially our starters, we want the minutes. We think we can add value for those long periods of time. So yeah, we do pride ourselves on getting long minutes, but also quality out of our starting middles.
Connor, commiserations today, but well done on a really valiant effort, and all the best for the rest of the qualifiers.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
All right, Victoria's captain Chase Bernard comes to join us now. Well, Chase, a bit of a nail biter in the end there, mate, but you must be super proud of the way the boys held on.
Yeah, really proud. Boys put it in for the 80 minutes. I think today was a real good game and showed a bit of how we can actually play for the full 80 minutes.
Felt like an attack, maybe just didn't quite get out of third gear for much of the match. Was that sort of the general consensus, that maybe things didn't click as well today as they have previously this year?
Yeah, kind of. I think we just had a lot of errors in our game and boys were a bit tired from all the D'ing up.
Cool. Well, we're going to go and present the Root Rooster now. Chaser will let you go off and do that, and we're going to join them for the post-match presentation. So Jamal Hunt now just addressing the opposing group. Great sportsmanship being shown from the Otahu side here. So ARL Director Evelyn Brooker presenting now, and Chase Bernard from the Glenora Bears speaking. So the presentation now of the Root Rooster, another successful defence for the Glenora Bears, who remain undefeated at the top of the table. That concludes our coverage here from Harold Moody Reserve. We'll see you again next week for live stream action. AucklandLeague.co.nz for all of the details. We'll see you then.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.